Okay, section 11.8, surface area and volume of spheres. We know what center, radius, chord, and diameter are of a circle. Now we're doing the same vocabulary words, but how they relate to a sphere. So a sphere, it's a ball, and the radius of a sphere is a segment from the center to a point anywhere on the sphere. Okay, the radius is the same no matter where I go from the center to a point on the sphere. A chord of a sphere is a segment whose endpoints are on the sphere anywhere. Okay, anywhere on the sphere. And the diameter is a chord that contains the center. It goes from one end to another through the center. Just like in a circle, the diameter is 2 times the radius. And that's really all the information I can give you. One more page of notes though. Theorem 11:11, surface area of a sphere. The surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared, where r is the radius of the sphere. Okay, 4 times pi r squared. Let's use it. Find the surface area of the sphere. S equals 4 times pi times 8 squared. 4 times pi times 8 squared. I get 804.2 inches squared. Okay, surface area means that is going to be squared. Volume is always cubed. Okay, another example. The surface area of a sphere is 20.25 pi square centimeters. What's the diameter? Okay, these seem to confuse you guys. Whoops. Sorry about that. These seem to confuse some of you, so let's see if we can work through it. So the surface area equals 4 pi r squared. So the surface area is 2025 pi, 4 times pi, and we don't know the radius. It's asking for diameter. Remember, diameter is 2 times the radius. So we can take this equation and solve for the radius. And divide both sides by 4 pi. You can just cross off the pi's, cross off the 4 on the right side. 20.25 divided by 4. 5.06 equals r squared. Square to both sides. R equals 2.25 times 2 is D, 4.5 centimeters. You try. The diameter of a sphere is 40 feet. Find the surface area of the sphere. Push pause. Okay, they gave us the diameter, so first I had to find the radius. Okay, the radius is half the diameter, which is 20. Surface area is 4 pi r squared, with r being 20. The surface area of the sphere is 30 pi square meters. Find the radius of the sphere. Push pause. Alright, surface area is 4 pi r squared. So I divided both sides by 4 pi and got r squared equals 7.5. The square root of that is 2.7 meters. Great circles. If a plane intersects a sphere, the intersection is either a single point or a circle. If the plane contains the center of the sphere, then the intersection is a great circle. It's like the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's the great circle of the sphere. The circumference of the great circle is the circumference of the sphere. Every great circle of a sphere separates the sphere into 2 congruent halves called hemispheres. Okay, so if the plane separates the circle into 2 equal pieces, that means it's going through the center of the circle, which is the great circle, and you have 2 hemispheres. Okay, in a sport called spheering, a person rolls down a hill inside an inflatable ball surrounded by another ball. The circumference of the outer ball is 12 pi feet. Find the surface area of the outer ball. Circumference is 2 pi r. Okay, to find the surface area, we need to know the radius. So we can use the circumference to find the radius. The circumference is 2 pi. Sorry, the circumference is 12 pi. Set that equal to 2 pi r. The radius is 6. We can use that for surface area. Four times pi times 6 squared. There we go. In example 3, the circumference of the inner ball is 6 pi feet. Find the surface area of the inner ball. Round your answer to 2 decimal places. Push pause, okay, and try on your own. There you go. Round it to 2 decimal places. There's a 0 there. Alright, another theorem. The volume of a sphere. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, where r is the radius of the sphere. Okay, let's try an example using that. A soccer ball has a diameter of 9 inches. Find its volume. Volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed. The radius is 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So we can find our volume. 4/3 pi r cubed. I got 381.7 inches cubed. Okay, composite solids. There's a lot of problems like this in your classwork. So try to focus in and see if we can figure it out. If we're trying to find the volume of this solid, this right here is a cylinder, okay, with like a scoop of a half circle. So it's like you took a ice cream scoop out and took out the inner a half of a sphere. So to find the volume of this, we need to find the volume of a cylinder, which is the whole thing, the volume of the whole cylinder, and then take away the volume of the hemisphere. And they all work like that. So let's see if we can do it. The volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h, and the volume of the hemisphere is half of a sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, the hemisphere is why it's half. Okay, we know the radius, so pi, the radius is 2. The height is 2. The radius on this part is still 2. Okay, let's crunch some numbers. Pi times 2 squared times 2. Hold on. Pi times, I got 25.1 there. 4/3 times pi times 2 cubed. Half of that. Got 16.76 there. I got an answer of 8.35 inches cubed. Okay, the book got 8.38, but here's a little reminder, if you rounded a different point than someone else does, you're going to get slightly different answers. Okay, you try. The radius of a sphere is 5 yards. Find the volume of the sphere. Round your answer to 2 decimal places. Go ahead and push pause. I got 523.60 yards cubed. A solid consists of a hemisphere of radius 1 meter on top of a cone with the same radius and height of 5 meters. Find the volume of the solid. I'll draw you a picture. I'm picturing a chocolate ice cream cone because chocolate's a really good flavor. So a solid consists of a hemisphere with radius 1 on top of a cone with the same radius and height of 5 meters. Find the volume of the solid. Round your answer to 2 decimal places. So the volume of the solid equals the volume of the hemisphere, the volume of the hemi, plus the volume of the cone. Go ahead and try it on your own. Okay, the volume of the hemisphere is half of the volume of a sphere. So 1/2 times 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, the volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r squared times h. So plug in all the things we know and add them together, and you get the volume of your solid of your chocolate ice cream cone, which would be 7.33 meters cubed. Daily homework quiz, 3 pages. 1, 2, I lied, there's 4, so here's 3, and 4. Nice work.